Hi, my name is David Waldman. I own Rojo's Roastery in Lambertville, New Jersey. Today we're going to talk about brewing a single cup on the Clover Machine, a highly regarded state-of-the-art machine where you can dial in the parameters to optimize your extraction of a single origin bean. You can control the size of the cup, the extraction time of the contact of water and coffee, and the temperature. And of course, we also control the particle size and the dose amount. Today we're going to brew Guatemala, strictly hard bean from Huehuetenango. It's a high elevation bean. This varietal includes Típica, Caturra, Bourbon, and Mundo Novo. It's a very nice, fruity, sweet, clean, medium-bodied bean with chocolate, hints of tangerine on the top notes. A very well-balanced cup. So we've played with this bean earlier today, and we arrived at brew parameters for this that we're going to do now of 35 grams of a drip particle size for 69 seconds of contact time at 205 degrees Fahrenheit. So the first thing we're going to do is purge the grinder. We will tare to 0 and put in our 35 grams. So we're good to go. Dump it in the hopper, grind it up. We calibrated the grinder earlier today. The particle size is like a coarse sand, not chunky and not powdery. Double check our parameters here. We're doing in 69 seconds of contact time, 205 degrees. And we press brew. This goes down, the piston goes down, we put our coffee in. Water comes in at the proper temperature. The clock starts counting down on the machine to indicate the passage of contact time. I'm going to gently agitate to be sure that we're getting a good extraction and stirring it lightly, being careful not to abrade the membrane. And I'm watching it bloom, and I know we have good coverage. What's happening now is we're just getting a solubles extraction. We're looking for something around 19%. For a device like this, we have to updose, which means taking the normal SCAA 0.055 grams per milliliter and updosing at approximately 25% to get the cup to taste right. And briefly, the reason we do that is because our contact time, instead of being 4 minutes, which is optimum for passive pour over coffee, we're closer in the range of a minute or a minute and 10 seconds. So to accelerate the process, you've got to add a little bit more coffee. Here we go. It's brewing into our cup. Pull the cup away, let it cool down a bit. The fun part of this is the piston comes up, reveals the spent grinds. We squeegee them into the bottom, into the catch tray. Wipe the membrane gently. Cleanliness is everything, not only in the Clover, but in all coffee devices. And we're going to enter into a rinse cycle. While it's wet, it's easier to clean while things are wet. You don't want them to dry. And you want to get rid of the emulsions and the oils and anything that could contribute or contaminate. And here is our cup. I smell caramel. A little bit of milk chocolate.
How is the coffee, David? How it came out?
Oh, give it a taste. Sure, I haven't tasted it yet. I'm just smelling it. It's still a little hot. The acidity will go up as it cools. This is our Guatemala.
It's almost like a perfect cup of coffee, yes?
Well, that's what this is all about.
That's what we want. So make sure you come to the Wine is a Summit in Summit, New Jersey, and take David's perfect cup of coffee made from the Clover Machine and his roasted coffees. What do you get out of
this? This is delicious. I'm getting chocolate. I'm getting caramel. A sweet, clean cup. I'm beginning to get a tang in the back of my throat, which will increase as time goes on, which is the acidity and the tangerine that we talked about.
And only you get that as it gets cooler, yes?
You won't necessarily get it at first. Heat can be the enemy. Heat will mask certain flavors that only reveal themselves. A good way to enjoy a cup of coffee is to take 15 minutes and taste it as the shape shifts and as the profile changes. The acidity will increase as time passes. A sign of a good cup of coffee is after 15 minutes and it's sitting down, if you drink it, take a sip, and it tastes really good, that's a darn good cup of coffee.
Yeah, but not many people in America will wait 50 minutes to drink.
Many people drink many people drink it too hot.
Okay, so let me the last taste.
Oh, it's delicious. It's almost like chocolate milk.
So you should swirl it or cup it. How do you call it?
Yeah, well, cup it. You can use cupping techniques. You want to hyper aerate it in your mouth and swish it around.
Almost like we do with wine, yes?
The same as wine.
The same as wine?
The very same thing. You're basically slurping in extra air to oxygenate, then you're covering your tongue, and then you're letting it bathe the papillae of your tongue, and hopefully getting a full sensation of everything that the flavor wheel might have to offer in terms of sweet, sour, bitter, chocolate, fruit.
And this one is perfect. This is really, really nice.
This is a very well-balanced cup.
Thank you so much, and thank you very much
welcome.
for coming in.
Thank
and
you.
I really appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Thanks
Thank
a
you.
lot.